Hey guys, so I just wanted to make a quick video about a product. I'm not necessarily reviewing it. I'm not doing an installation, video of it. But to show you real quick, this is a 2020 Panigale V4s. And the product that I am going to talk about, let me turn it, is going to be the ignition kill switch. Okay, the ignition kill switch, this one is made by Ducabike, and I've already done all the work ahead of time, but it replaces this entire key cylinder mechanism and the harness is attached to it. Now the harness that it comes with is identical. It's a plug and play directly to the existing harness. But I'm going to show you guys what the big problem here is for some people that may have a question or that are interested in doing this to their bikes. This is from Motor Million, and I also have it up on Ducabike Direct. And I just want to show you here that they're describing this part as a part that fits 2018 to 2020. In other websites, it's also described the same way. It says all Panigale V4s or 2018. I even saw a site that had 2018 to 2021. Okay, the descriptions, a lot of them will tell you that there is no modifications needed. There is nothing that you need to do to the wiring harness. It is a plug and play and it fits direct. Here is the big problem. Okay, and it's interesting. The only picture that they also show you, these are not 2020 models, nor 2021. Here it is on the other website. I'll show you here. They're using the same picture. These are not 2020 models. Okay. In 2020, they changed the cover of the key. They also changed the battery cover on the tank, and they also changed the shape of the tank. So, although the harness will plug in, it is a plug and play direct. The actual hardware itself is not. This is one solid piece of aluminum. It is very well constructed. Focus. It is really well constructed, but it is one solid piece, and the way that the button is put in there, it is not made to fit in these 2020 and 2021 models. So all these companies are out there selling the same product with the same pictures, with the same description, and they have no idea that they do not fit. Now, they don't come with any instructions either. It shouldn't need any instructions. But when you remove this, okay, you are left with just that hole. The button itself is bigger than just the keyhole. It does not fit over. You can't just put it underneath. You literally have to be willing to slice or cut open a hole on the plastic that houses your key cylinder. I've already done all the work, so this is going to be a real easy removal. Put this over here. So this here. Oops, sorry, I was putting the camera the wrong way. There we go. Okay. So I was willing to cut mine. I cut mine really well. The hole came out nearly perfect. If anybody else is willing to go through that, if anybody else is willing to actually make a hole in theirs, once you have the hole, this is the trick, in my opinion, and that's grabbing a shot glass, some sandpaper, and because it's already contoured in a cone shape, you slide it in through the hole, and then you start twisting and twisting and twisting, and you're going to get a perfect circle, and you'll get there gradually until it's perfect without overcutting or misshaping. so it's kind of hard to see. It does have its scratches from when I used to use my key and the keychain that I used to use. So give me a sec, I'm gonna put it back together and show you what it looks like put together. Okay, we're back. I decided to stop here real quick and show you something I didn't talk about before. The kit comes with this key housing, this gray boxy piece right here that actually houses the key. You slide this original ring over it, it all clicks together, and this stays hidden inside of here, okay? This ring is part of the original key cylinder that goes right there, and that's how the key is detected in order for the ignition to work. Otherwise, all you get is on and off, but you don't get, it won't fire it up. So what I just do is that like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and tuck it in here. I'm gonna leave it right in there. You won't see it at all. Make sure that it's not gonna rattle when I'm writing. This is how it is installed here. And we'll be right back once I put the covers on it. All right, so the plastic cover is back on. The battery cover is back on. Everything's back on. And this is what it looks like. This is how it should look like. Unfortunately, it is not really made for this bike. Boy, I'm just noticing how horrible this video, all the dust everywhere looks when you're up close. All the tiny imperfections. But anyways, again, and I'll show it to you real quick, if you are willing to cut this piece off of your ignition cover and then enlarge the hole, then it will actually fit and it will work the way that it should. And here is on. And it works perfect. I'm not going to turn it on right now because I'm inside my garage and it's loud. And then to turn it back off. There you go. Now what I actually have here is my GPS or phone holder. I don't use my cell phone. I use an actual GPS with other apps and things that are also synced and linked to my cell phone. But it's designed for this bike. I think it looks great. It's very clean. It's out of the way. I'll show you here real quick. And this is in place of the original screws that go right here to basically top off that hole and finish bolting everything down. And that's it. That's how I usually keep it. I use an actual GPS system instead of a cell phone. There's the hole again. There's the key, or more like the kill switch, the key delete. In my opinion, this product needs to be redesigned completely. They can use something very similar, but it needs to be a two-piece. It needs to be able to come apart so you can screw it together over the original little black piece that you don't have to or shouldn't have to cut off your bike. That way it covers it up on top. It'll look identical to this. It could even still be made out of aluminum and it could just screw on together. It doesn't have to be made out of plastic or something cheap, but the companies are misleading this product for anybody who has a 2020 or a 2021 V4, any of the V4s, and they get the product in and they realize it's not going to fit. It's not going to fit at all. It doesn't matter how you think you're going to do it. It's just not made for that, for these models. I looked all over the internet. I looked at a lot of videos. I looked at a lot of forums, and I really couldn't find anybody with these bikes yet who had done it. So hopefully out there, if there's anybody who's interested in doing it, I've helped you out and make your decision whether that wants to be something that you want to go through, or if you just don't want to do it yourself, or don't want to do it at all, or just want to wait and see if one day somebody will come out with, if Ducabike will come out with the correct one for the 2020 and up. Um, just want to make sure that I covered everything. And but anyways, good luck. Oh yeah, I remember now. So there are a lot of people that have some valid points. I kind of don't care. I go either way on why would you do this to a bike? Why would you do it to a bike that you ride on the street bike? Even if you track the bike, if it's a street bike also, why would you do that? You're making it easier for the thieves to just steal it. And I've given it a lot of thoughts. I do take bikes on track. I ride a lot on streets. But technology nowadays, you can't just take a screwdriver, put it in the ignition, start a bike, and steal it that way. You have to pick it up because you have to have the key in order to even get that bike stolen. And the thieves know that. So they're not going to go through the trouble and taking the time to try to get a motorcycle started. They're just going to pick it up, they're going to steal it, they're going to drag it, they're going to trailer it somehow. So if they're going to steal this bike, they're going to steal it regardless, okay? If they happen to know that it doesn't need a key to start it, then they will also have to know the sequences of buttons in order to even get it started. So like I said, if I'm sitting out somewhere and somebody wanted to steal it, one, I'm not too far from it. It's usually not very far from my site. And two, if they really wanted to steal it, they're going to pick it up and they're going to steal it regardless. So this gives me the opportunity not to have to carry a key, not to cause any more scratches. I'm not going to lose my key. I don't like using my key. I don't like using my key at the track. I don't like using my key when I go out. I don't like keeping it in my pocket. I think, keyless is just the only way to go in my opinion.